How's it going, everybody? Chaos Gamer here, and yes, we are back with some more My Hero Ultra Rumble. In today's video, we gotta redeem ourselves because it's season 17 so far. We've been getting shafted by Miriko, we got shafted by President Mike, and then finally we have the last summons of the season, which is going to be Aizawa. Will we get shafted? I'm hoping that's not the case. So with that being said, let's not waste any more time. Let's blow this shit right the hell up. And ladies and gentlemen, let us get started with today's video. And you can let me know down below, how many multis did it take you to pull the Aizawa? Hopefully it's one for all of you. And another thing that I do want to ask as well, how is your day going? Which I'm hoping it is going good for the majority of you. Now, how we're going to be doing this is we're going to be wasting 3 multis. I can't go too much in because even though the next season is not going to be for a while, still, I am almost done with the battle pass. So I'm not going to get like a majority of resources like that when it comes to tickets. I mean, maybe in the end we can see it to where we get like a bunch of tickets. But for now, I'm going to be a little bit like chill about it. And already for the first multi, I want to shoot myself. What the hell you mean that we get... Don't tell me we're getting Cementos, please. I'd rather get a SR Cementos than his costume, please. I am not using the character, please. I don't want to do this. Like, stop. Okay, 2 golds. Okay, Cementos right here. Okay, nice. So we don't know what the second gold is going to be. Also, you guys can let me know down below. I am very curious on how you guys are feeling about the recent patch notes that came out, that they are saying that they're going to be nerfing characters with extremely high win rates that have been in the meta for way too long. I think that's a great thing, and I hope that from now on they do take under consideration that they gotta hit these characters faster. They shouldn't wait this long for that to be the case unless somebody up at corporate is telling them, oh, you cannot do this right now, you gotta wait a little bit, then you can do it. Which, if that's the case, that does suck, because there is always a higher person that is controlling, you know, like in the company of what to do and say. So if that's the case, that sucks. But if that is not the case though, I hope they do start to hit these characters a little bit faster. Damn, after that trash multi, I do kind of want to do one more after the 3. I might do like 4. That's always what I like to do. Like, it's just like the momentum of these summons. Like, I just feel like we're probably gonna have to do a little bit more. It's gonna be a hit. Yep, and I'm already feeling it to be the case here. Unless, hold on, it'd be pretty cool if, you know, President Mike's quirk skill set was here. So then we could just get that out the way. That'd be sick. I mean, if we also do get a plus ultra costume for President Mike, that would be nice. I don't have one for him. Damn, same thing again, 2 golds. Alright, so emotes, it's for Shinso. So whatever that second gold is gonna be, most likely an emote. But if it's gonna be something greater, we can't expect a costume because, you know, we're not gonna be able to pull the first one. So then we got a costume for Uraka. Next one, we have a costume for Endeavor. Let's get a little bit of Aizawa merch going over here so that we can have a chance to pull the Aizawa. Okay, no, you though, you better be careful, buddy. People better start using you now. You don't have that much time left before you're done, so you're gonna be done in like Yamcha, but 6 feet under. I can't wait for that day. That day is gonna be holy. Okay, so we got an emote from President Mike Triumph. Damn it. Thought we get something good out of that, but sadly that's not the case. Yep, I knew it. We were gonna have to do more than just 3. Yeah, I felt it in my bones, my sad little bones. All right, next multi. Let's see Aizawa. Can we at least get an Aizawa pop up on the right? Bro, what is this, man? Like, oh my god! Like, season 17's gotta be the worst season for me when it comes to summons. Like, what is this? Like, this is awful. Wait, did we get plus ultra? I think I saw plus ultra. Okay, no, we got 4 golds. We have multiple opportunities where one could be Endeavor and then the other one could fake out into the Aizawa. Okay, so we got a new emote for Star and Stripes. Damn, I already thought I had all the emotes. We got okay, Endeavor's early. That's a good thing. The last 2 could be fake outs. And that's what I'm gonna hope is the case. Fake out, please, into the Aizawa. Come on. Oh, hold on. We're getting the tease. All right, so the first goal is gonna be an emote for Midoriya. Next gold is coming up soon. Please fake out gold. Come on, I'm begging you. Please fake out. Fake out. Fake out. Fake out. Fake out. Fake out. Fake it out. Do it now. Ultra Rumble. Do it now. Oh no. Okay. It's an emo for this Midoriya. Alright. So we just trolled on me with that. Got it. Understood. So after this one multi, if we don't manage to pull the Aizawa here, what we are going to be doing is going into training mode to test them out, and then we'll just wrap it up from there, and I never get the chance to use the character. That's usually how it's been this month. Oh my god. Bro. If I had foresight and I knew that this season was going to be me just getting shafted, I would never summon in this entire season, and I would just go on to next season with like 2,000 tickets plus. Like, what is this? One go. I'm just going to skip. We all know it's the Momo. Like, come on, man. Stupid. Alright, so now that we did summon for Aizawa, let's go into the training mode and check him out, and then we'll wrap up the video from there. Alright, we got Aizawa's quirk skill set pulled up. We got our students down there waiting for us so we can test out a bunch of things on them. So with that being said, let's go up in the air and let's go greet them, shall we? Aura, oh my god. So let's start off with the alpha skill right here, which is going to be Binding Cloth Loop. Binds an opponent and pulls them in. Press again to kick the opponent in the aim direction. If they collide with another opponent or an obstacle, it deals additional damage. At level 4, you get damage plus, reload speed plus, and size plus, and the same effects apply at level 9 as well. So let's start off by grabbing one of our students right here, which is going to be Midoriya. Congratulations, you are the lucky student. So 30, 30, and then it does 90 at the end, and then Bakugo taking 60 damage. That's crazy. And if anything, what's crazy is Midoriya came back to the eye. We'll do this again. I do that. Nice. Wow, that's insane. And real quick, I do want to check, is the reload speed active here? No, it's normal. It comes back that fast. And it only wastes 1 ammo too. Can we just spam? Hold on, I'm gonna spam and get rid of it just to see how long it takes to come back. If, like, let's say for an example, you just grab like 3 opponents at the same time. Alright, so let's take a little bit long for it to come back. Alright, so now let's take a look at this at level 4. See how much damage we're gonna be accomplishing here. So 30 again, 64, 99. And you take damage when you get knocked back against a wall too. Alright, so let's do that. Aim at the Uraka. What did he hit that I made him take damage like that? Okay, you know what? We'll do this. We'll grab Uraka and then we'll throw it at Midoriya. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I don't know how people feel about that. That could be annoying to deal with, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so real quick, I am just gonna put this at level 9 now. And then let's reset the positioning because we need them together to see how much damage is going to be against. Now, I'm not going to bounce Midoriya and Bakugo. Let's just see what Uraka by herself. Okay, so 30, 70, 114. Alright, so I guess necessarily you don't really need to get knocked into anything to take damage because let's like aim up the air, right? Actually, no. Oh my god! Yo, we said Uraka flying! What the hell? She went all the way to the other side. So if you want to deal with nobody's bullshit, you can then just grab them and be like, goodbye. Or another interesting strategy that you can do as well, you could throw them into the storm. Oh my god, that is crazy. Wow. Alright, so let's grab Midoriya. Oh, Bakugo, I guess. And then throw it at... What? Okay, hold on. So you automatically throws if you hold it for a set amount of time. But why did that feel like that was the case, like, in close range? It didn't really get how much range as it wanted to. So let's do this. Alright, Bakugo. I wonder what happens if you bounce them off a wall, though. Would they bounce against another wall? Oh, hello? Let's see. Okay, no, they don't bounce off another wall and then deal additional damage. Alright, so that's the alpha right there. Let's move on now to the beta. I'm still shocked about the freaking alpha Uraka. I'm sorry. Alright, so beta, Binding Cloth Flow Runner. Extends the Binding Cloth overhead before leaping up to swing from like a pendulum. Shout out to Yu-Gi-Oh! Hold to keep moving, then release or reach max distance to leap forward. So at level 4 we do get a reload speed plus, and then at level 9 we get a reload speed plus. And then we have the drop capture, which leap forward, then press couch to dive down. And then at all the levels you just get a damage boost. So let's try this out, which we already saw a little bit earlier, but I'm just gonna try it again. You do get some distance from it. And then bam, you do the damage. So it does take a little bit to get back, so you gotta be careful when you are just starting out the match. So let's go up. Alright, let's aim it down. Right, so that was 80 damage on hit. Alright, so now let's try this out at level 4. Up. See how far we got. I'm gonna see the distance. Wait for it to get back. A little bit faster. A little bit. So now we'll go up. Down. That was 86 damage. Okay. I want to reset the positions right here. And let's get it all the way up to level 9 now. And let's. Oh, that was level 8. My bad. Level 9. There we go. Alright. So, first things first. Move. Just to see that this is a little bit different. Nope. Maybe if you have like the Uraraka special action, it would move like way faster. Oh, sorry, not way faster. You'll get to be able to move way farther. Just also, hold on, because if let's say you have the Uraraka thing, right, and you're floating like crazy, what you could just do is this, and you'll be on the ground super quick. So that's not really a bad option to pair up Aizawa and Uraraka together. Interesting. All right, so beta. So this 95. All right. So now let's take a look at the last skill, which is going to be the Gamma, which the Gamma does for us is Binding Cloth Instance. Dash in the aim direction and instantly bind any opponent while holding locks onto up to 2 nearby opponents on screen and inflicts Erasure. Release or wait a set timer to dash at the locked on opponents. So at level 4 we do get damage plus and reload speed plus, and then level 9 we also get damage plus and reload speed plus. So let's try it out at the level 1 level, which we have 2 opponents right here first. Okay, I guess there is a certain amount of distance that you are able to reach. As I did state, but I didn't think it was that close. Right, so let's try right here then. Okay, so 50. And you could combo into that as well. I just didn't want to right now. I want to see how long it takes for the Gamma to return, which does take a little bit to return. Alright, so let's do this. Okay, that's gonna be tricky. Maybe you do need the animation setting on for this specifically. Hold on, I'm gonna try one more time. Okay, actually you could do it like that too. I just gotta have to have my turn a little bit faster. And then one more time. See? And then bam. Nice. Okay. So now let's take a look at it at level 4. And then real quick, I am going to reset the position because I want to have 2 people together just to test out the damage. Alright, so let's see. Let's get a little bit close. At 56. Wait, hold on, let's try it again. Let's take the reload speed. Pretty quick. I'm not gonna lie, that reload speed is pretty quick. So let's do it. And you can bounce them off together like that. Nice. Okay. And then finally, let's test this out at level 9. 9. Alright, so I'm gonna reset the position again as well. And let's see. Okay, 66. Ah, damn, I messed that up. My bad. So one more time. Alright, so get ready to turn. Bam. Nice, okay. Now I want to see with Erasure, having it activated with all the skills, what kind of a boost effect do we get? Because we have seen in the trailer for his animations that he does get a boost on it. Okay, that does not help in terms of getting farther. Alright, got it. Understood. So let's try it again. Okay, so that's on with it with the Gamma. Now let's try it with the Beta. It doesn't make me feel like I go farther with that. And then finally we'll wait and then try to get it with the Alpha, and then we'll just call it a video from there. Which, it just sucks against the little man. I did not get the chance to pull the Aizawa at all. I thought this Aizawa was amazing, dude. I really wanted to try him out. Okay, so nothing really changes with that as well. So with that, that is where we're ending today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like and comment if you want to. You don't have to, but as always, greatly appreciate it. Also subscribe. Again, you can let me know down below how you personally... No, actually, don't let me know. I guess for this video, yeah. I didn't pull the Aizawa, so you can let me know how you feel about the Aizawa. Also, how many multis did it take you to pull the Aizawa? And with that, I'll see ya next time. Peace.